Brown finding Nelson. The Bulls start out with a 2-0 lead.
Really good adjustment there by Nelson on that alley-oop. Great set for South Florida to get things started off.
Starting five for the Crimson Tide, including Aiden Sherrill. Outstanding three-point shooter. Here's Pinion. Off the mark on his first attempt.
Well, that's the next level he's got to take his game to with the rim protection.
Brown the spin. Blocked again by Sherrill. To Millette. Yes!
With his leadership and his X's and O's, he had those Red Wolves squads playing quality basketball, a record number of wins at Arkansas State, and obviously he's been at South Florida here for his first season, but he's getting this program rolling early on.
Philon's first
that season against VCU, and you want to talk about a motivational and inspirational person. And we had our pregame meetings, and I'll tell you, he had me fired up as if I wanted to play. I mean, so just a tremendous leader. Sitting back in that drop coverage, and he came off of that curl. He's a guy who's been letting it go from three, but he got into the mid-range with the tier.
Nearly tipped in. Bulls basketball thanks to the board by Brown. Pinion. Off the iron that time, mostly due to his play in Las Vegas. Part of this last 5-game stretch where he's been averaging 12 points per game, but really emerged against Gonzaga, UNLV, and Maryland. Philon misfires on the three-pointer. Tonight, Jemison making his first career start in Alabama jersey. Blue collar plays Aiden Sherrill. Biz off the mark from three. Nelson the rebound on the front end of the 1-and-1.
Good defense there by Millette.
Jaffe swims it through.
Well, that's the physicality. Jaffe taking it right into the chest of Taylor Bobo.
Philon back to work.
It's a big basket for Alabama to stop the surge of South Florida. Philon taking his time, getting the defender on his hip. It comes off that ball screen. He reads it magnificently.
Enos. Long range off the back iron. Basketball back to Alabama.
Have to handle their rebounding by committee. They don't have one player that can go out and pull 15 boards and really calm things down and give them second chances on the offensive end. So it's going to have to be.
Bethia the rebound. Philon. Too good. Labaron Philon Jr.
Alabama's got this lineup, and we have to respect the shooting ability of Noah Williamson. They had 5 players spread out around the perimeter. That's going to create a lot of driving lanes, and Philon, with that quick first step, is able to take advantage of it.
Millette disrupts this along with Williamson. It's Crimson Tide basketball.
Alabama's got numbers they should push.
Philon fed Alabama this season and really has to be with his role on the team as a sophomore.
Well, he definitely has the ability of being a big-time scorer, former Mr. Basketball in the state of Alabama, and a prolific scorer on the high school level. Last season, had to take a little bit of a backseat of such a star-studded team with Mark Sears and Grant Nelson, Chris Youngblood, Clifford Amori, and he played a little bit more of a defensive role. But I think this year he's getting back a little bit more to his natural game that you saw when he was on the high school level.
Last time out against Arizona. Active hands, Bethia helps get it back.
Beautiful ball skills.
Bethia helping keep this alive. Houston. Millette.
Houston Millette. Assist from Labaron Philon.
Big possession with under a minute to go in the half. See which team is going to be able to execute offensively or defensively. It's USF taking their time.
Brown had some space, didn't knock down the three. And a rebound by Bethea. Here comes Alabama. It's Philon. Board Mullen.
Corner.
One second to work with for Alabama. Into Sherrill. Did he beat the buzzer? Here's Nelson driving in. Isaiah Nelson.
And that great pocket pass by Wes Enos put it right on the dime. Nelson going through with authority, finishes above the rim.
Trell Reitzel Jr. with a quick start to the second half.
Trell Reitzel is coming off that injury from last season. It's really big for him to be able to get some things going.
C.J. Brown's up too after he had a very slow start to this game.
Both of these teams are just trading baskets to start out the second half.
Philon trying to have it continue there, and the rebound to South Florida. More good work on the glass by the Crimson Tide. Reitzel off the back iron. Bowen punched it right to Millett. Philon. Yes.
Yeah, that's a good job by this coaching staff of huddling up and getting together. You know, sometimes when your team is struggling, as a coach, you have to do something to help them out. And you have to all be on the same page to do so. Huge possession and a 4-point possession for Alabama and a major swing.
First field goal in the last 2.5 minutes for the Crimson Tide. Baron Philon Jr. helping Alabama back to a 7-point lead at halftime margin. Houston Millett making some blue-collar plays. Here comes Alabama. Corner three. Yeah! Getting used to this very new system in college basketball this year.
It is a difference.
Here's Holloway. And Holloway's feeling better.
Alabama's starting to go on a major run, 12-2 run over the last 2 minutes of the ball game. This is where South Florida is going to have to settle down and run a long set. When they've been able to do that, they've been successful.
Tight defense by Reitzel on Enos. Top scorer from the first half. Nelson. It's been Mr. Second half, misfired on the three. Pinion the rebound.
I'm spreading things out for Philon, let him operate.
Out to Philon.
Ball into the front court.
Philon drawing the foul against.
Hodson wanting to miss after Philon had an attempt. The whistle was blown.
Right as he was shooting. So he gets another opportunity. Makes the most of it.
Labaron Philon scores 2.
And what I like to see is when he's pressing the ball and they get into that screen roll action, he's fighting hard over it to get back into the play.
Amajafo too strong.
Philon might call his own number right here.
Bethea to Holloway. It's Philon taking over.
The basket counts.
I'm telling you, the swagger, it's at an all-time high.
Philon scores 1.
26 points for Philon. His career high is 29, which he's done twice this season, including a few weeks ago against Clemson in this building. Pinion drawing on the baseline, got away from some pressure. Enos in and out on that three.
Isaiah Nelson, and this is what I'm saying, Alabama has to break the press collectively. You can't leave one teammate hanging out to dry.
Philon. Bowen cleans it up.
That's a big putback right there by Taylor Bowen. And the energy with that dunk by Nelson was starting to flip. But the second effort by Bowen was huge for the Tide.
Pinion off the iron on a long three. Nelson.
Lining up baseline out of bounds opportunity. Looks to be overloaded on this left side. This will be interesting to see what they have drawn up.
Quickly to Pinion. Blocked away by Philon, but the
for Joseph Pinion. He's trying to get a little bit of the body on that one. Alabama trying to avoid it.
Philon, Sherrill, give it to him.
And find some shots within the system that allows him to get the efficiency that he's used to as far as his career is concerned.
Pinion. Won't go on the three, and a foul called under the basket. 12-point game, 2:07 to go. Dealing with that backcourt pressure. Philon and Bowen.
And they're still going to try to trap in these situations. You got to make sure you get the ball centered.
Philon will go to the line.
20 points in this outputting. Played strong defensively. Continued to battle until the last second.
First miss of the line for Philon tonight. A 26-point performance against South Florida.
Philon scores 1.
You know, I've been impressed with South Florida. You know, playing to the end with this type of intensity. We talked about them being preseason highs. Philon takes them end-to-end in the American Conference. Playing with this type of attitude, they're going to make a lot of noise in the American this season.
1 minute.